Hey everybody, today we're still working on the 351 Windsor for the Mad Mustang. So today we're going to do a little carburetor stuff. So this is the carburetor that came on the motor. Now I notice you see these studs are super long because he had a nitrous plate underneath the carburetor. I don't know if we're going to be running the nitrous plate or not. And you can see the carburetor is very dirty and kind of nasty. And we do not know if it has, you know, varnish built up in it from it's sitting. All right, it doesn't smell bad, and I don't really want to take it apart. I did take and pull the float bowl sight glass out and took a peek inside, and it really doesn't look dirty. So luckily the guy who owned the car previous, I still talk to him all the time, and I asked him if he ever had the carburetor part, and he said he did put a power valve in it. So I'm hoping that the gaskets will come off very easily so I can get in here and take a look at it. So as you can see, it's got a PVC hose that plugs in the back. Here's something that looks really good that I don't know why he did that. Right there, I'm trying to get some light on that. There are some black tape stuck on the bottom of the carburetor. So when I pull the black tape off, it's a broken port. So obviously he shoved this black tape over top the port to try to fix it from leaking. We will take care of that. We do not need that anymore. So we'll throw that away. And I have a little tech tip. All right. So you know how you have your carburetor. Oh, come on, baby. The one-handed mechanic. Come on, there we go. And you have your carburetor and you take it over to your workbench. And, you know, it's all wobbly. You try to open up the throttle, it's all messed up. Now, I used to have a pair of carburetor feet that I paid for. They're gone. I have no idea what happened to them. So if you don't have any carb feet and you want to be able to set the carburetor up so you can work your linkages on a workbench, I will show you exactly what to do. If you go find yourselves some 90 weight gear oil tops, these work great. Now they come in two different sizes. This one is a very tall one. They also make a short one. But these are nothing but 90 weight gear oil tops, which I've had forever. And basically all you do is shove them in your bolt holes, kind of give them a little twist. Stupid camera, hold on. Just go ahead and put them in your bolt holes and give them a little twist or a little push. Now they have little feet, and now you can set the carburetor on your workbench, and now you can work the linkages and make sure everything is operating properly without the workbench getting in the way. And you can see that the primaries are opening and the secondaries are opening. By the way, this is a 4150 HP 750 double pumper. All right, why they call it a double pumper? Because it's got an accelerator pump here and another accelerator pump here. It has no vacuum secondary, no choke. This is basically a race carburetor. So, just a little tech tip, you know, and if these won't stay in, go ahead and drill a little hole through them, and you can put a very small Carter key through them, and then they won't fall out when you lift up the carburetor. But so far they seem to have sticking in there pretty good. So there's my tech tip for the day. If you don't have a carburetor stand, you can always use 90 weight gear oil tops. They work great, and like I said, you can work the linkage. Wham, wee. Okay, so there's that. All right, well, I don't really want to take the float bowl off, but I guess we're gonna have to. I don't know if I'm gonna make this a video here or come back. let me get some tools and we'll try to pull the front float bowl off and see if it's nasty and dirty inside, and we'll also clean up the outside. So I went ahead and pulled the fuel rail off. Here's another little tech tip. I don't have any steel wool here, but I do have aluminum foil. So they claim that you can take aluminum foil and you ball it up, and then you can rub it on your chrome and it will clean the chrome. You can see how dirty it is up here. I know it's kind of really rusty up here, but see how dirty it is up here, and this is the part that I've cleaned. So give you a good look at that, and let me get up here with the aluminum foil and just rub on it. And you can definitely see that it is cleaning up and shining up. Here, see how dull this one is here. Let's go ahead and get in here and hit this a little bit. Oh, I dropped it. But you can see that actually does work. So if you don't have any steel wool, you can take and ball up a piece of aluminum foil and clean your chrome. So there's another tech tip. So let's go ahead and see if we can get the float bowl off. These are 5/16 bolts. Can you still see me? You can still see me, not real good. Let me try to drag you in a little closer. Yep, all right, so 5/16. Okay, and these bolts were basically loose as a goose. Look at that, they're not tight at all. I guess the gaskets have shrunk. So far these bolts, the top bolts, look nice and clean. Set those there. Let me get to the bottom ones. And the bottom ones aren't very tight either. So we'll get that one off and that one off. This carburetor had to be leaking. And sorry, my big head in the way. All right. Now, there is a little bit of corrosion and white stuff on that bolt. So probably it's good that I am kind of taking it apart. Gosh, I don't want to do this. Grab a little rubber hammer and give it a little tap. Oh, there we go. Coming loose. I'm trying to be very careful. I'm trying not to rip the gasket. It looked like there is a blue gasket in here, which is good. The blue gasket means that it's supposedly a non-stick gasket. So you're gonna look at the inside with me here. Let's see what we look like. Come on, baby, come on off in one piece. Okay. Oh, actually, it does not look that terribly bad. I just lost one of my carburetor feet. Nothing inside. And put my one carburetor foot back on. There we go. Sit nice and level. All right, and here is the inside of the float bowl. As you can see, it looks like there is just a little tiny bit of corrosion there and over here that I will be able to wipe out. And you can see that he did not clean the old gasket off very well. We will clean that. But it looks like the blue non-stick gasket is perfectly fine. So guess what? We are going to reuse that gasket. I'll get in here and maybe clean off some of this old gasket material. It might have leaked, and we'll find out what size jets those are. Those jets are like absolutely huge. Let me get a good screwdriver and get one of these jets out and find out what size they are. Okay, so I pulled out both jets. That one jet I couldn't read, but I have a wire brush, and it looks like they're 75s. And this thing was running quite rich, and that hole is absolutely huge. I think I'm gonna get on the internet and see if I can find what people recommend for a 351 Windsor with a little bit of a cam, because I think those might be a little bit too big. The carburetor was definitely well, not the carburetor, the plugs that came out of it, and the tops of the pistons were completely carboned up, black, running way too rich. So I think we're gonna have to jet this down a couple sizes. All right, well, so far so good. I think I'm not gonna go much farther into this carburetor much more, because everything is clean. We'll probably replace this broken block off plate, block off vacuum block off, and clean the outside of the carburetor, and just go ahead and reassemble it, and we'll just clean up the outside and let it go. So just a real quick one. I just wanted to see if there's a lot of crap in the carburetor, and it looks like everything looks okay. We'll put it back together and we'll run it. Maybe I'll get another set of jets for it, and we'll jet it down, and we'll go from there. All right, just like I said, just a really quick short video on this 4150 carburetor to see what size jets it had in it. We're going to clean it all up and put it back together, and we'll just roll with it. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe. You can always do that in that corner right down there. Please give me a thumbs up. Please comment and share on my videos, and we'll talk to you in the next one.